Hello, and yet again we meet with another informative podcast session. So today we have Miss Shayami Yatiwara, the Regional Manager for Southeast Asia from International Business School, Budapest, which is situated in Hungary and Austria. So hi Shayami, we
Hello.
welcome you to the show today.
Thank you so much.
So you say that you're from IBS,
That's
and
right.
what is this college about? And could you explain about the history of IBS?
Thank you, Sarah, for this opportunity. And we are very glad to work with you, first of all, with Skygate. So, International Business School, IBS, Budapest, is a private university, business university founded in 1991, grown into a very international and diverse institution where students from almost 100 countries currently studying. We mainly focus on business studies and starting from foundation, bachelor's, master's, MBA, and PhD programs.
Right.
And also, something that is unique is that IBS offers all programs from bachelor's to up to PhD with the University of Buckingham, the UK.
Wow.
So that is something very unique where a lot of students are actually happy about, because what happens is students get a UK degree, a British qualification, while you get exposed to a Central European lifestyle and international community.
That's great. So usually our Sri Lankan students, they're used to only hearing certain countries like UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. But introducing a country like Hungary or Austria is quite new. And how do you think the students have approached to these countries in the recent past?
Absolutely. I think that's a very good question. I would say Hungary is a hidden gem for Sri Lankan students because not everyone honestly know. Even when you talk about Europe, it's all about the Western European countries mostly. But now there's a huge demand, not only among Sri Lankan students. If we see, all Southeast Asian countries are now moving into more affordable, quality lifestyle options. So that's where Hungary stands out, I would say. Also, Austria, if you know, it's one of the most livable cities. Vienna is one of the most livable cities in the world. So I think students have got to know, rather than going to the conventional destinations where they were told to go, they do have more options, with the globalizations and everything. And they yet give the same lifestyle, or sometimes better, because you can afford it. You don't have to pay a lot, save, in terms of your financials. You can actually have a good lifestyle, affordable lifestyle, while you have the same quality of education received, same like other countries.
Right. So when it comes to the qualifications that you just explained, you said that IBS offers not only the local qualification, but also it's accredited by the Buckingham University,
right.
UK. So what are these programs, and what kind of specific programs would these students want to study?
We have covered almost every sector of business management. So starting from business, international business, finance, marketing, HR, and we also have business psychology. So I would say the most in-demand programs for Sri Lankan students, if I am to talk about, I would say international business and business psychology, data analytics, and we also have management with AI and cybersecurity. So these are cutting edge programs that the industry is looking for. So we have focused on these programs, and we see a huge demand of students requesting for these type of programs.
Right.
Yes.
And when it comes to our Sri Lankan students, the other main concern is, can I afford this program? What are the kind of scholarships that this college is going to offer me? And also the other main concern is, can I work part-time while I study? So how would you answer that question?
Well, it's a huge advantage, I would say. If you are to study in the UK, I know that, I mean, not everyone can afford it. So in Hungary, we are actually giving this British qualification almost 2 to 3 times less than what you pay in the UK. So somewhere like 3,000 to 4,000 euros per semester. And, students can work part time, 30 hours per week. And this is for bachelor students I am talking about. And for masters, there's even a better advantage because our masters classes are conducted in the evening after office hours. So for this, students are able to work a full-time job. When they go to Hungary, apply for jobs, and there is an employer who would like to get them on board, students can work part-time as well as full-time.
Right.
So legally, it's 30 hours per week for bachelor students. For master students, they can even do a 9 to 5 job and
Wow.
join classes in the evening.
Okay.
But we just want to make sure that students do dedicate their self for studies and make sure they attend classes. As long as that we don't have a problem, then working full time.
Great.
Yes.
So when it comes to after studies, most of our students, they would like to know how they could settle in the country, or what are the employment opportunities
Right.
in the country
Yeah,
after they graduate,
Mhm.
because most of them, their plan is to live for longer in
Of
the country
course.
that they study.
That's right.
So how
So I think this is sometimes, something very, very important that students to know the return of investment on their studies and, their financials, even the parents. So basically, I would say students get 1 year post-study work visa, and after completing their studies. So within this during this period, if they are able to find work opportunities, they can proceed to a permanent residency after living in Hungary for 3 consecutive years. And also in the 8th year, you can also apply for a citizenship. But of course, these are subjective, in terms of how you get a work opportunity and then how you do your own responsibility to, get there. So apart from that, university, IBS, Budapest, they focus mainly on the career development and advancement for students. Yeah.
And even the bachelors, they have this internship.
That's
if I'm
right.
not wrong,
That's right. And we will be helping them to get job placements for internships.
Okay.
And we have 2, 3 career fairs where a lot of multinational companies come to the campus, and sometimes they recruit the students on spot, the master students, because they can work within the daytime. So there are opportunities available for those type of students, and also job placements are given for internships for those who study bachelors.
Right.
Yeah.
So when it comes to studying in Hungary or Austria, our students will have the benefit of not only living and studying in the country, but they can also travel to several other countries with that particular visa. Am I right?
Absolutely. It's a Schengen visa.
It's a Schengen visa.
So students are able to just freely travel around 28 countries.
Wow. Okay.
Among Schengen zone.
Yes.
And we also have Erasmus, if you have heard about the program. So we have Erasmus programs where we help students to study 1 semester to 2 semesters out of Hungary with one of our partner universities across
Okay.
Europe as well for the same cost.
Right.
So this is a very good opportunity
It is
also.
indeed.
Yes.
So when it comes to the visa process, now most of these Schengen visas, we have to complete partially in another country. But does that happen with Hungary as well?
Not at all. So luckily, it was earlier, but now you can do everything in Colombo at VFS Center, and from the processing until you get the visa approval.
Right.
Yes.
And I've also heard about the masters in Austria, that it comes with an exception, because usually for masters you need to have a bachelor's degree. But what is the speciality in this masters that they deliver in Austria?
That's right. So since it's a UK qualification, we identify their work experience. It's just 3 years work experience, junior to senior manager position. If they have that, and if they have not completed their bachelor's degree, but we still accept them for a master's program, MSc program in Vienna campus. So I think this is a very good
It
opportunity
is, yes.
for those young working professionals in Sri Lanka who have focused on their careers.
Career, yeah.
I think this is a very good opportunity.
Right.
Yes.
And talking about the intakes, Ms. Shayami, what is the next intake and how should we start? How early should we start to begin the visa process?
Yes, so we have two intakes per year. Next upcoming intake is in February. I would say the sooner you start is better all the time.
Yes.
We also have rolling admissions. In case of any visa delays, we can accept students to
Mhm.
start online and then later on transition to on-campus programs. But I would say it's the ideal time is now if you are to apply for February intake and have a smooth process in visa.
Yeah, and I think even with Skygate, we have a lot of applications that we are processing right now for Hungary and Austria. So if you are interested to go for the next intake, which will start in February, you should start the process right now because these processes takes a bit of time for the offer, gathering visa documents, ensuring that your finance is in proper status before you apply for the visa interview training. All of these is it's a full package where you should start very early. So we thank you, Ms. Shayami, for coming for the podcast session and actually giving a lot of insights about your IBS campus, which is situated in Hungary and Austria. Would you like anything else to add at the end?
Well, thank you so much again, Sarah. I think this is a very good, approach to introduce IBS with one of our most trusted partners in Sri Lanka.
Thank you.
So I think most importantly, what I have to say is do your research and know that you're making a smart investment to choose Hungary as one of your study destinations. So thank you again, and we're excited to welcome all Sri Lankan students to our growing international community at campus.
Thank you very much. So thank you for listening, and until we meet with our next podcast session, see you again.